more you unplug from systems of control, the more people who aren't willing to do the same or go to God and start to ask Him to reveal their hearts to them, the more those people will begin to wish for you to be humbled, and they get really frustrated when God doesn't humiliate you in front of their own sight so that they can pat themselves on the back and say, well, see, I knew I was better than that person, so I don't have to do any changes of my own. Some of you in your family, especially if you're the black sheep, will be required, not necessarily required, but your life pattern probably shows this, that you will have to face the things that your bloodline should have dealt with generations ago. And you will have to face it head on, and it is going to crush you, but it will allow you to have a genuine relationship with Jesus Christ. And when you start doing that and being obedient to that, everybody that's around you, that's watching you, one of two ways they're going to go. They are either going to see what you're doing and say, you know what, I feel convicted and I want to do the same. I want to start working on myself and getting closer with God. Or they're going to look at you and say, this person's crazy, this person's obsessed, they're doing a little too much, they're going a little bit too hard. And they will come up with all sorts of reasons why what you're demonstrating doesn't apply to them. And unfortunately, they don't realize that God is actually using you in the family, in the friend group, in the job situation, whatever the case may be, to help draw a light to the areas in their life that they're not willing to look at, because it's actually an act of mercy, so that way they don't continue to live in this flagrant disobedience and in this pride, is what it really is, that will ultimately lead to their destruction. So keep pressing forward, keep pressing into whatever it is He's called in your life. The resistance doesn't mean that you are alone or that you're abandoned or that something isn't coming great on the other side of it. It just means there is a weight that's on you, because you are the code breaker, the bloodline breaker, the curse breaker, the one that is going to rid the family of whatever that familiar spirit that's been following through generations has been grabbing hold of and crippling, whether it's the men or the women or the children in your family. What you do in this life matters, and every day that you make a decision to fully rely on Christ and admit that you are incapable of doing anything on your own, the more He is going to lean into everything that you're doing in that place of humility and begin to release those chains of bondage, not just off of you, but off of your entire bloodline, so that way anything that's going forward from you is no longer held captivity in the Egypt of the mind, but now they're actually stepping into the promised land with the mentality of a free son or daughter of God, instead of going into the promised land with I'm still under the oppression of Egyptian mentality. God bless y'all. I hope today's taking care of you well, and you guys are all staying healthy and staying prayed up and staying focused.